Okay, folks, looking at some GCSE foundation tier questions that would appear at the start of a non-calculator exam for AQA, OCR, and Edexcel. Okay, question number one. We're asked to circle the even number. So an even number ends in 0, 2, 4, 6, or 8. So if it ends in one of these digits, then it's even. If it doesn't, then it's odd. Okay, so 2, 3, 1, okay, so that's going to be odd. 2, 1, 3, that's going to be odd. 1, 2, 3, that's going to be odd. 1, 3, 2 is going to be even, okay, because it ends in a 2. Okay, if it ends in a 1, 3, 5, 7, or 9, then it's odd. If it ends in 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, then it's even. Question number 2, circle the decimal that is equal to 3/5. So I'm going to do 3 divided by 5, okay. So I'm going to use our bus stop method, okay. So I'm going to put 3, and then I'm going to put a decimal point, and then I'm going to put a 0, okay, and then I'm going to put a 5. So 5s into 3 don't go because 5 is larger than 3. Okay, cross it off, you carry it forward. Decimal point lines up. 5s into 30 go 6 times. So our answer is 0.6 or 0.6, okay. That's one way. Another way is to convert this fraction into an equivalent fraction over 10 or 100. So make it over 10. So multiply top and bottom by 2 and we get 6/10. Okay, that's a bit easier to work out. 6 divided by 10 is 0.6. Okay, think of it as 6.0. When I divide it by 10, the decimal point moves one place to the left. Okay, so we end up at 0.6 or 0.6. Okay, so that's another way of doing it. Or change it into a fraction where the denominator is a power of 10. Okay, question number 3. Circle the value of 30 squared. So that means 30 times 30. So that means 30 to the power of 2 means 30 times 30. So a little trick here, 3 times 3 is 9, and then tag along the 2 zeros, and we get 900, okay? Question number 4, guys. Okay, so yeah, let's just circle 900, okay? Question number 4. Circle the name of the straight line shown on the circle. So from the center to the circumference, this is what I call the radius, okay? So from the center of the circle to a point on the circumference, okay, that's called a radius. Okay, if it's all the way through, okay, through the center, okay, that's called a diameter, okay. Circumference is just a fancy name of saying the perimeter of a circle. So circumference means the distance around the circle, okay? And yeah, okay, obviously the center is just there, okay? So from the center to a point on the circumference, that's what I call a radius, okay, or a radii. Although that's actually plural, but yeah. Okay, so circumference is just a fancy way of saying the perimeter of a circle, okay, or the distance around a circle, and you can work it out here by doing circumference equals 2 pi r or pi d, where r is the radius and d is the diameter, okay? So yeah, so the diameter is twice the radius or double the radius. Okay, obviously pi is just a constant, but yeah, and then if you want to work out the area, sorry I'm getting a bit off topic here, that would be pi r squared. So pi multiplied by the radius squared, okay? And that's how you work out the area or a circumference of a circle.